Every week we have a no-nonsense clip of the week, and if you want to get any of those clips, you can get them on nononsense.ie/apprentice, and there's competitions and prizes, old clips, and tonight's clips will go on there as well. But tonight, I thought we should put together a leaderboard of who's winning the no-nonsense clips of the week. Niamh Humphreys has 1 clip, and both Barry and Panos are head-to-head with 2 clips each. However, tonight's offering tips the balance in favour of Panos.
Seems like the task for me. Absolutely. Just pack my bag. I was in the Greek army, so just give us a knife and I'll make sure nobody comes back apart from myself.
Can I bring a group, please?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's so boiling.
They have squeezed me here with their hoochie mamas. Ow.
I think I slept with the window open last night and it was a bit cold, and I woke up in a cold sweat and I can't move my neck. I've taken too many painkillers and I feel a little bit light. So, yeah, it's all good.
So, Sarah, what were you doing on this task?
Well, Bill, I was in charge of the marketing campaign. I was in charge of the strategy. Okay, thank you.
Then she comes back home and she's like, what the fuck did we do there? The truck driver is out.
That's so funny.
And in the boardroom, it's like,
No,
and it's her bed.
And the hands are like
your hands
this,
like this.
folded.
I'm sorry, Bill.
Sarah, that's all very friendly in the backseat of the car. But what they are saying is that you're nice as pie in the boardroom and then a harridan when you get to the house. Is that true?
Maybe a little, because, like, definitely at home, like, there is, myself and Panos were really, really close friends, and I absolutely love him to bits. Like, I love him so much. And there was times at home when we would, a joke would maybe develop a little, and, we'd both use bad language and stuff like that. And that's something I didn't want, to come across as, all the time that I was like that. So maybe I was a little different at home than I was in the boardroom.
Out of curiosity, why didn't you bring Panos back into the boardroom? Because he himself said he should have been fired for his performance.
I just couldn't have been in the house without him. Like, I just absolutely loved him. Like, loved him.
Do you think if you brought him in, it would have saved you?
I don't know. That's irrelevant to me now. Like, I just wouldn't, like, if he had gone, I would have hated to be there without him.
On the Panos subject, we heard in the show him saying that he was Greek army.
Yeah.
That he can take on anything.
Yeah, bring in a knife.
Brilliant.
For the little
Yeah, then he sees the window open and he says, I can't walk for 2 days. This makes me think that we should send the Army Rangers down to Greece and just take it. Because if he's representative of
I've
Greek
seen
soldiers...
photographs of Panos in his army gear, and he is hot stuff. I mean, it's James Bond kind of martial arts, and then you sort of see him in real life, and it's all kind of,
can't move my head and
But I loved it when he said, I'm feeling a little light today. I think Panos feels light every day, to be very honest.
Designer luggage as well for going down.
Fancy,
It was a really good shot.
Should Sarah have brought him back in? Would Bill have canned him for tonight's performance?
I don't know if Bill would have fired him. I think when it came down to it, Bill actually does have a softer side, and I think maybe he would have allowed for the fact that Panos was injured. And bear in mind, Panos, he didn't really do anything wrong.
He slept with a window open. That's not an injury.
OK, he would have made allowances for the fact that he was on drugs then. Let's put it another way. He didn't actually, I know he didn't contribute to the task, but he didn't actually do anything wrong. And I think Bill tends to punish error more than he punishes laziness, if you know what I mean.
Well, Mairead Fleming, I want to go to you on this because you described yourself the other week as a big fan of Panos. From a business perspective, would Bill want someone who, if they leave the window open at night, is out of work for 2 days?
Absolutely not. But please, I'm just so glad he wasn't brought in, because from the fun point of view, please keep him in, week after week after week. But no, he's not going to win. He can't win.
And should Sarah have brought him in? Because to bring in someone and say, look, you were drugged to the gills for 2 days, surely that's an easy fire.
Yeah, no, for sure. Sarah should have brought him in, and I think perhaps he would have gone. But thank you for not bringing him in, because we've got weeks and weeks of more fun, hopefully.
Well, thank you very much, Mairead. It's time for us to start limbering up for part 3 and for the audience to start contemplating Sarah's future, because while the boardroom isn't a democracy, the right venue is, and we'll see if the audience agrees with Bill's decision to fire Sarah, because this bunch here may differ. Back in 3, don't go away. And you're welcome back to The Apprentice, You're Fired. What would an Apprentice, You're Fired be without a clip of Barry? While his team were struggling to get a calendar together to take all of the shots at a music festival, Barry was getting himself in the party mood. Go, Barry, go.
Literally lean back and I'll close the door and you just stick your legs out and make yourself comfortable. Don't worry, I won't look. And literally push your bum, yeah, that's as tight to the door as you can. I'm not looking, I promise. That's perfect. Tight as possible, get as much leg out as you can. Yeah, literally out the window, kind of, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Perfect, super.
That's fine, yeah, that's the job done. Yeah, that's cool.
Well, that's a man who is fond of legs. We saw him last week fondling a set of legs for 52 seconds, and in the very next task he gets another opportunity to do it. Tonight's task, guys, was a calamity of errors. We had Panos with a crick in his neck. We had Jamie forgetting Christmas. And we had Sarah getting fired. Well, you get to undo one of those because this is democracy time. If you think that Bill was right and that Sarah should have been fired, we need you to hold up your fired. If you think that Bill was wrong and Sarah should still be in there fighting to be his apprentice, will you hold up your hired? Let's see the cards, folks. Oh, that's hugely supportive. That's at least 2/3 in favour of Sarah. Congratulations, Sarah. Are you glad to see democracy's on your side?
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, to remind us why the view here may be that you should still be in there, let's have a quick look through and remind ourselves of Sarah's highlights.
At this point, I'm definitely sizing up the competition. You know, we all have our eyes on the prize, and I definitely do. I want to be here till the end of the process, and I want to win. Well, I'd like to go PM on this because obviously I've got a lot of experience in marketing communications, obviously including broadcast ads as well.
Guys, open that bag, warm socks, waterproof gear.
We've constructed this billboard to encapsulate all the elements outlined in the brief by using an arresting, energetic image coupled with a snappy tagline that tells the narrative.
Don't do that cheesy.
Yeah, I know, but it's going to look like if I don't get it perfect, and I'm going to go back on it again, you're going to show me going, I can't.
Do you like it?
You can't edit what I don't say.
Cheers. Thank you.
Well, Sarah, as you know, no one ever leaves empty-handed. And because we thought that you might be able to forget this task if you weren't constantly reminded of it every day afterwards, we got you this. Oh. It is your very own Ford Fiesta. And you will notice that on the front, there's a Ford logo and a Fiesta logo. There's a Ford logo. And hope you enjoy it. Sarah, pleasure having you.
Thank you, Anthony.
Sarah O'Neill.
Thank you. Thank you.
My thanks as well to our panel tonight, Fiona Looney, Merlin O'Reilly, and to Joanne Sheehan of Ford, and my thanks as well to Mairead Fleming from Brightwater. If I could be so bold as to offer some advice to the candidates for next week, it'd be pull yourselves together.
Panos, explain the game to me.
Well, the name of the game was Baba Trap Ship.
What?
The name of the game was Baba Trap Ship. I did not... Shush. I did not know exactly what that meant. They explained to me that it has to do something with sheep, and so that was... Okay, this has to stop now. And it's not funny. By directing them left, right... Why is everyone laughing?
Blindfolded people.
I knew this was happening.
Yeah, as if you needed any more encouragement to watch, the main event is on at 9 p.m. on TV3, and you can join us afterwards at 10:20. Until then, bye-bye.